Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, then hello, my name is Shauna Astle and I'm the creator of the DMP Diaries. I'm a first year student at the University of Derby, training to become a dance movement psychotherapist, and I'm currently taking you along the journey of my master's degree, the struggles, the positives, what I'm learning about myself, my therapy journey, my placement journey, which currently there are roller coasters, those videos are coming up. But this channel is something for everybody, whether you are interested in dance movement psychotherapy, whether you're going along your journey yourself, whether you are also thinking about becoming a dance movement psychotherapist or some sort of therapist along those lines, art therapy, talk therapy, then there's always something here for the whole family, even if it's dog updates, even if it's hauls, even if it's just a day in my life, a week in my life. So if you do like the sound of this video and if you do like the sound of what this channel is all about, then please do subscribe, give the video a like, and also comment down below what videos you want to see from me, and also any sort of advice that you might have for me, because it's all a learning journey for everybody. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so quick disclaimer, I want to, as always, apologise for the study information on the walls and also the mess behind me. It's not rubbish, it is just props and things for some of the parties that I do in my spare time, when I'm working with the princess parties and everything like that. And also, this is the first time putting eyelashes on for a very long time, and I need to practice a bit more again, because apparently for me it's easy to forget how to do it. So just forgive me for that. And then again, let's get into today's video. So today's video is something a little bit different for my channel, but something that I want to still keep coming back to, along the lines of these sort of subjects, these sort of tips and tricks to help you better your lifestyle, better your mindset and everything like that. I currently look like I'm in a prison. Great timing. Be right back. All right, so no more disruptions from the sun. The blinds are closed. My light from Amazon is on, so hopefully that's good enough. But it's basically a priorities list. So I'm going to talk you through how I do a priorities list. I've learned it at uni. I saw a YouTuber do it way back, and now I'm just going to kind of revisit my priorities list, just because I feel like I'm trying to live up to people's expectations again. I got into a good habit of putting myself first, whereas now I'm not putting what's important to me first. I'm kind of trying to please everybody else. So if you're a people pleaser, or you find you just do this a lot, then why don't you just do these steps with me and see if you can minimise some sort of stress or extra bit of work that you don't really need to prioritise, or you don't need to prioritise at this moment in time at least. And hopefully it can help you and we can help each other along the way. Okay, so I'm just going to write mine on my whiteboard. If I had more time, I would definitely make it look pretty. I'm more of a visual learner, and I also just like things to look pretty. It attracts me a little bit to it a bit more, so I'm more likely to be interested in it if I make it all pretty. But I'm just going to basically, for now, whilst I've got less time, just do it on my whiteboard so I can quickly wipe it out after. But I'll take a picture before I do that, and then I'll make it prettier at a later date when I've got a little bit more time, whenever that will be. Hopefully this will help me have a bit more time, and then I can update you with a better looking one, basically, that is there to stay. So we're going to do it in sections if you're going to do it like me. There's many other ways to do it, but I'm going to do one section which is university, and you're just going to write, it doesn't have to be in a particular order, but you're going to write basically everything that needs to be done with uni and everything that you are doing that you could potentially spend less time doing, if there is anything. For me, I personally don't think there is. I don't think I'm doing enough as it is, but I'm still going to write it anyway, and you never know, something else might come out. By the way, I'm not going to share mine with you. I might have some sort of examples for you, but I'm not going to show you all of mine. I'm just going to tell you the categories, and if I think there's something valuable for you that I can share, or I can help explain the priority list a little bit more, and how you go about it, then I will as we go. So university for me, it could be work for you. You could miss university if you're not at university. But for example, I am going to write therapy because I have to do therapy every week. I'm also going to write how much it costs, because this comes out of my own pocket, which means when it comes to work, I have to make sure I'm earning a certain amount, on top of other bills and stuff as well. And then we've got placement, which I feel like is just impossible at the minute. I'm not sure if my placement video will have gone up yet, but if it has, I'll link it down below. But placement, and I'm going to write the amount of hours that I need to complete over the 2 years though, but I'm way behind on it basically. Car park, which is money wise, because it still goes towards university. Obviously petrol or miles, but I'm not going to bother with that. I don't think, because again, it's impossible anyway to get out of that, which is fine. And then we've got about, I'm not very good with numbers. I think I'm dyslexic with numbers. I also think I'm dyslexic in some way anyway, but it is more so with numbers. But even with like essays and grammar and everything, I do struggle with. But I think it's 38 hours of study on top of that, which that's the thing that I'm struggling with. I'm not really getting that done. And obviously the assessments and exams. So with uni, which I knew would be the case, there's nothing really that I can avoid. If anything, it's the next sort of things that I can take out that I need to up these 38 hours, use some of these at 38 hours in that time. So that's one section. Something might come up again, you can always add to it, which is another reason why I don't want to waste any time making it all pretty and whatnot and there to stay on my wall or on my laptop or anything until I'm fully sure with, at this moment in time, for the next couple of months at least, is kind of like more of a definite one. The next one that I'm going to do is work. Why not? So if you don't know, I work as a online coach. I'm a dancer, so I perform dance. I also do some princess parties when possible, and I do class instruction online though as well. So there's a lot, bearing in mind I've got to have a certain amount of hours for placement when that reopens again. Obviously therapy, the uni work, trying to balance work out as well. It does feel impossible. I'm going to put work that I love first, because I think it is an element. If I can work it out money wise, I need to again just lower how much money I'm earning if possible, which is heartbreaking, because I'm not even earning loads anyway, but I am doing a lot. And to be honest, there is one that stands out to me a little bit that I could get away with doing less of, because I'm not as in love with it as I am the other things. Okay, so there's only a few things on there, but that's that. So we've so far got university, if you do university, or any other kind of study, school maybe. Work, again, if you don't work, then just leave that one out. And then I'm going to put hobbies, which is hard for me, and you might also be able to relate. My everything that I do is my hobby, really, pretty much, maybe minus one or two things. That's my hobbies. But oh yeah, under work as well, you can put things like invoices if you're self-employed. But yeah, hobbies, I'm just going to put my hobbies down. Some of it is work related, some of it's not. But then you've got to think about how much time you give people. So my dog, how much time do I need to give him a day? Same with friends, same with like family, partners, same with these hobbies as well. I suppose it's trying to balance it out, or figuring out who needs more, who needs less. Time for yourself as well. So your hobbies could be anything you enjoy. Watching series, I mean, I very rarely do it unless I'm stopping at my boyfriend's or my boyfriend's stopping at mine. We might watch a series, but it's very rare. I'll never do it on my own. I tried to get into one, but I've just not had time to keep up with it, so I've just fell off of it really. Hobbies, is there anything else? No. So I'm just going to pause the video to take a picture because I do record on my phone. I'm going to pause the video to take a picture and then I'll rub it out and do the rest. Okay, so you should have university if you did university work, hobbies. My next one is going to be, trying to think off of the bat what I usually do. So it's anything that you spend your time of your week doing, basically. Anything that you want to prioritise. So I'm going to put health and fitness, because I do put my health and fitness at the back seat, which is ironic because I help other people with the health and fitness. But like if I've got an essay due or anything like that, I usually, I'm getting better with it to be honest, but sometimes I'll prioritise just getting that done over going to the gym for an hour, or over making myself a bit more of a nutritious meal. So I'm going to time lapse this one. I think I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so health and fitness. Anything else? You can do your income and outgoings if you want to, but I already do this because I'm self-employed, but that's an option as well. So then you'll see if you eat out 5 days a week, but you are trying to save for a house, you've got to think about your priorities there. Maybe eat out 2 to 3 times a week and then make things from scratch. Meal prep, meal prep can also go in your health and fitness. That's what's in mind, getting back into meal prepping, drinking more water, etc. So yeah, you could do income and outgoings, but I'm not going to because I've already got that on my laptop. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. So for me, it's just, there are a few things that I can adjust, but at the minute I think it's just accepting that some things are impossible. I do feel like I am leading a few different lives at the minute, and if I could afford to, I wouldn't have as many clients, even though I would be gutted, but I can't. And if I could afford to, I wouldn't dance pretty much every weekend. I did have a weekend off last weekend, and I did enjoy it. And then the weekend before, I had the weekend off, but I had loads of uni work to do, which wasn't meant to be a weekend off, but it just had to happen. So yeah, but it's just trying to manage your time a little bit better. Sometimes, and I've done this before, where you will notice, oh, actually I'm spending too much time doing that, and I'm not really getting anything back from it. And it could be a relationship, it could be traveling a distance when you could be working from home, or working in a coffee shop next to, like a coffee shop, to get a coffee and doing it there instead of going into the office if you can avoid it. Or yeah, or even like with my dancing, for example, I'm based more in Nottingham and Sheffield, which works for me, but Some people may travel quite far, which they'll get paid for, but maybe if you can eliminate that and just prioritise not travelling so far whilst you've got uni work to do, for example, or whilst you, I don't know, whilst petrol's high and you can't really be affording to spend that much on petrol or anything like that, I don't know, or you need to keep your miles down for whatever reason. I really hope that helped. I feel like I can't really show you how I'm changing mine much because there's not really a lot to change. Everything that I'm doing is I've got to do it pretty much. Like I say, if I had more student loan or less bills to pay, basically the other month I did do this and I was spending 2 days a month doing 2 different social medias content. And as much as I loved it, it was a hobby of mine, and also it helped people, which is what I'm all about as well. And it helps me be more educated in certain things as well, because I never put anything out there that I didn't research myself or understand myself. So yeah, but I had to stop doing that when I started university because it was just getting too much. So there's an example there. Like, I didn't want to give it up, but that just wasn't helping me with my degree or anything like that, really. So if that was a better example, I hope it was. And maybe I'll do this again in the future when I'm not doing university anymore and I'm just working, whether it's 3 different jobs, whether it is just dance movement psychotherapy. I do hope to be dancing still and doing some online coaching still, maybe 1 or 2 classes, but lower them again. So yeah, I will then upload it there where I will be probably having a bit more to eliminate, but also just go through it with me. If you want to add any extra sections, add the sections, but make it your own, really. And I hope it did help. Let me know in the comments if it did help, and yeah, I will see you next week for a brand new video.